Hey guys, how's it going? Yeah, just a couple things. First and foremost, I wanted to show you the man cave, and this is going to be the set for Motion Picture Notion Season 4. I'm going to try and get like a rigging so I can actually have the phone stationary again, do my videos somewhat professionally, you know, as professional as I fucking get. What movie, whose line? I'm really looking forward to my in-laws coming here and seeing some of the quotes, because some of them are really nice. All right, so I got a cool story about this. This right here is a box spring. I was supposed to, we had an old box spring here, we had an old headboard, and we've been living at this place for 2 years now. So basically, I was like, all right, well, we got to get rid of these things. So I lugged them all the way down the stairs. It was a real fucking pain in the ass getting it up and down. And then we get to the dumpster, and some fucking nosy broad who lives around here is basically like, you're not supposed to throw out whole things like that because we get fined for it. It's like, really? The fucking people in this complex, dude? They tracked down fucking Steve Margolis, the fucking, you know, landlord slash owner of the complex, with like fucking sickles and pitchforks. The people who fucking live here are psychotic, dude. That would not happen. But at any rate, I digress. So you had this box spring that was, you know, I'm over here lugging it back. I already tore like a lot of the like covering for it, so it just looked like shit. And I'm like, great. So I'm grabbing this piece of garbage and bringing it back to the house. But then I noticed, looking at the underside, how like right here, these are like perfect little holsters for DVDs. Kind of actually reminds me of like an old school video store. Like, I'd actually like to get a bunch of VHS and kind of put them up here. I'm gonna do a video on this soon, but the Hallows' Eve trilogy, it's kind of like something that me and my buddies have been working on. So anyways, you know, I got inside and I realized, like, you know what? If I pop out all the fucking staples, just kind of leave it like that. You know, I thought about painting it, but honestly, I kind of like the, you know, thrown together look. I think it works. But at any rate, I took a piece of literal garbage and I turned it into a decoration for the fucking man cave. All right, now come here. This over here is the fucking comedian poster from Watchmen, which is hands down the most epic one. He's lighting his cigar with a flamethrower. I'd like to point out that in the movie, his flamethrower is only like, it's got a tiny little flame. He's not like fucking torching it like that, because you would burn your face off. But still, really fucking cool poster. And then of course over here, we have the television, and right above it, ba-ba-boom, the Breakfast Club. There's kind of a lot of fucking glare there, but it's the entire Breakfast Club, and then the letter that Andrew writes to the Principal Vernon. And then we have like a futon over here, and that's the place. So I'm thinking like kind of maybe I'd have like the camera like here, or maybe at a higher angle. Yeah, that's good, like a higher angle. At any rate, you know, it's just an idea. So I'm excited about that. But also, just kind of in closing, I wanted to talk about the new Avengers trailer, the Avengers Endgame, I believe it's called. And I'm super pumped for it. This is the last, really, of an era. I mean, like, entire decade of superhero films. Nothing like this has ever been attempted before. And, like, you know, everything is, like, universes and, like, connected to things that have already come. And I really think that, like, Marvel was a big you know, cause of all that. Their movies are great. They've only gotten better with time, and we're to that point now where we're in the home stretch, you know what I mean? Like, people are going to rush out to see this movie because it's 10 years in the making, and then after that, I think superhero movies are going to go fucking because people are going to be fucking sick of them. But seeing Tony Stark, you know, leaving a message to Pepper Potts because he's just hopelessly lost in space. He has no fucking, you know, he's got limited oxygen and no food, no water. So it looks very bleak, and it does kind of make you wonder who they are going to kill off. Like, I would assume that they would kill Tony Stark because they're planning on like continuing with this universe later on, and I'm sort of like, how's he not going to at least make a cameo? I mean, maybe they'll do something like that, you know, but they're also probably getting sick of paying Robert Downey like fucking $50 million a movie. Dude, if that dude is set for life. The next like 8 generations of his family are set for life. If he has like half a brain in his head with the fucking money he's been making, it's smooth sailing from here on out. But At any rate, I mean, the new trailer was very brief, doesn't really show you a lot, but I'm super excited for it. I'm fucking happy that they're bringing back Ant-Man, because that was the one thing that the last one was missing. I'm like, where the fuck is Ant-Man? And he was just such a great addition to Civil War, even though I might argue that like his character motivations were a little bit off, because it's sort of like I didn't see him as, you know, like being willing to like break the law and potentially go back to jail, because Ant-Man, the first one, was all about him, you know, trying to get to see his daughter, get to be a father to her. But I mean, you know, little nitpicky shit. And it's like they had all the old Avengers and Rocket, and now they have Ant-Man. And I'm like, you know what? That's a pretty solid team. That's a pretty fucking solid team that they put together. And I have no doubt that in the last like fucking half hour of the movie or whatever, trying not to go into spoiler territory here, but in the last, like, say, half hour or so, I think that everybody's going to join in. You know, everybody that, like, they're going to come back and fucking fight, and it's going to be this Hanjumanist crazy fucking, I don't know. I am, like, really super excited for it, but it also does kind of, like I said, I believe it signals the end of an era, the end of the superhero movie. For now, you know, give it another fucking 10, 20 years down the road or something like that, when the kind of, maybe not so much nostalgia, or maybe they'll start doing new superheroes. They should do that. That's another video, by the way. They should do like Valiant, like the Valiant universe, like Valiant Gold Key, like Magnus the robot fighter, and fucking Turok the dinosaur hunter, and fucking like Rye, and who the hell, Exo Man of War, Solar Man of the Atom, like all that fucking shit. They should do shit that like people have never fucking heard of. But it won't matter now, because, like I said, I'm pretty sure that this age of superheroes is going to be laid to rest after this last Avengers movie. But it is a thought for the future. Anyways, thanks for tuning in, guys. Catch you later.